What is up, friends? Welcome to another episode here on Ozark Outdoor Brewing. That's right, I'm doing a DIY kegerator today in this stainless steel fridge. I'm so excited for this. I had a buddy of mine, a friend of the channel, a fan, reach out, ask if I could use this in the brewery. They were giving it away. I said, absolutely, yes, I can. I'm ready to put a kegerator into this. I've got the Stealth Bomber Nuka Tap faucet that I think is going to look really good. It's black, kind of the murdered out edition. That's going to go good with the black accents here. Only one for right now, but we'll build up to at least 2 or 3 more. Stay with me. Let's get this thing going. I'm marking the center, and then I'm going to offset to the right of that 3 inches. When I put in the second keg, the faucet, I'll do 3 inches left of center. So whenever I am able to upgrade to at least 2 taps, it'll at least look nice and presentable and clean and even and all that OCD stuff that I wouldn't be able to stand otherwise. This is the part that has me the most worried, at least up front for right now, is drilling the hole through this. I think once I get the hole drilled through, I'll be able to breathe a little bit easier, but we're gonna go ahead and try this. I've got it taped off to protect the finish, the stainless steel. I'm gonna drill a pilot hole. Okay, so far so good. Now then I've got a 7/8 inch hole saw that I'm gonna use here to bore out the hole even more and get it ready to take the shank in here. Okay, so that was not as bad as I thought it would be. Getting the hole drilled and bored through all of that went off without a hitch. So we're gonna carry on to the next steps here. So here's all the equipment that I bought. This is the shank that's gonna go in. I don't have a barb on the end of it because I'm gonna use this dual type fitting here. This is the nut that'll go inside the beer shank to hold it against the fridge. Like I said, I've got the Stealth Bomber Nuka Tap beer faucet, spring loaded, that's going to go inside of there, and then also the black tap handle as well. So let's go ahead and let's take this thing, the shank, see if we can get it in there. That's what she said. I've not tried to fit this yet. This is going to be the first run. I don't know if I'm going to have to kind of clean that out a little bit, make it a little bit wider. But let's see. First run here, if I can get the shank to square up into the hole here. Oh man, look at that, like a glove. All right, no issues. I'm not going to have to do any more drilling. Let's remove the tape for the protection that I had on there. Shank goes right inside there. Perfect. Man, that looks awesome. It really looks good. Now that it's time to open the door, put the nut on the back and tighten this thing up so it's not loose like that. So for those of you wondering, this was a 4-inch shank. So you can see that's just barely deep enough to get through the plastic, the intersection of the door. If it had been any lighter, shorter, I may have had to cut me a square section out here to get rid of this. But this should be, actually this is not going to work the more that I think about it. Yeah, that's not going to work. I am going to have to cut a square out of this to be able to get more on there, because I need to get my dual type fitting screwed onto here as well. So this ain't going to work. Oh, Lord. Alright, so that was neither one very fun or easy. I did finally get that little section cut out. I don't have a Dremel tool. It's something I'm going to need to invest in. I should have done it a long time ago. I've got my dual type fitting here. I've also marked at least how much room I have to have for it on the beer shank. So I know how much has got to come through. Perfect. So I think that's about a fit. I can see the line here that I need to at least get to put my dual type on. And then I think I've got enough room there to put the nut on and get that held into the fridge. Nice and snug, there's no give. in the line there. Now that I've got the hole drilled and everything, I'm going to clean everything up a little bit. Then I'm going to go give this, the faucet, the dual tight fitting, I'm going to give it a nice cleanse, get it all nice and ready to plug that beer line into, so I don't introduce any contaminants to that beer coming out of the tap. I don't know if I'm supposed to do that or not. It just seems like I need to. I'll be right back. That's dumb. So I've got everything cleaned, sanitized, ready to go. Got the fridge plugged in. It's cooling down. This is not going to be the normal spot for it. It's actually going to be on the opposite wall back here next to my fermentation chamber. But I wanted to set it up here so you guys can get a good picture of this. I can record the video. I am going to go ahead and put my keg CO2 in here once I get this all hooked up and ready to go, just so we can see if it pours and how it works. So looking forward to it. Let's get this thing installed. Okay friends, tap handle is installed, as you can see right here. I really like the way that looks against the stainless steel with the black accents. This black Murdered Out Stealth Bomber Edition, I think is technically what it's called. So now then it's just going to be time to get the keg hooked up to this and try a sample. Friends, I could not be any happier with the way this has turned out. The Nuka Tap here, Stealth Bomber Edition on the side. I think that looks great sitting right here. Contrast that against the stainless steel, but you've also got the black accents that go along with the fridge itself. On the inside, right now, like I said, I've got one tap, my CO2 tank. There is some funky stuff going on down here in the bottom that I'm going to have to account for later once I expand my system. But I've got the dual tight fitting onto the shank and also onto my keg. So now then the last thing that's left to do is pour a beer out of this bad boy. Wow, friends, that is amazing. That is awesome. That thing worked like a dream. The perfect pour. You can see it right here. This is your first look at my Buffalo River Sunset American Pale Ale, a recipe that I hope to copy and keep on tap frequently. We'll be able to do that more when I have a second tap in here as well. This was actually a really easy build for me. I'm actually surprised at how easy this was. I was I can't even tell you. I was talking to several people, right, and tell them how nervous I was to, you know, drill through the stainless into a pilot hole and the hole saw and all that stuff. It could not have been easier. If you can get your hands on a fridge, and it doesn't have to be a big fridge like this, a stainless steel or anything, right? A little mini fridge, just a smaller fridge, a freezer, anything that you can do. What you need to be careful of is that there are no coolant or refrigerant lines running through the door. As long as you're certain of that, then you're okay to drill wherever you need. Drop in your shank, screw on the faucet, your tap handle, connect the beer lines, throw your CO2 on. Bob's your uncle. Man, I am so super proud of this. This is going to be the centerpiece, the showcase down here in the brewery. Thank you to my boy Heath Spry. This was a fantastic gift to the brewery. You definitely, sir, have earned yourself at least a round or two, if not more, down here in the brewery. Oh, that's good. That is so good, and it's so rewarding to pull your own beer from your own tap handle on a kegerator that you made yourself. What a great day this was. Not going to give away anything about this beer. That is a forthcoming video where I'm going to do my taste test. If you're not already, please consider subscribing. That always helps us out. And smash that bell so you get a notification every time we post a video here on Ozark Outdoor Brewing. And remember, drink responsibly.